Hiya, hi, I'm Sonia and I would love it if you could subscribe, and if you're already an existing subscriber, welcome back. You're gonna have to ignore my hair. I just don't have time to do it and I'm just letting it be all natural. And it's finally Friday. I'm wearing my Christmas jumper because it's Christmas jumper day today in the UK, so I'm wearing my Christmas jumper. And I have a couple of projects to update you on. What I'm actually going to be doing for the finales in December for my projects is I'm actually going to be putting two together. So there will only be two finale videos in December, but they will have two projects each in them. So this one is going to be my project 10 uses, and then I also have my project pan as well. So we're going to do these two, and then the next one you'll see will be my Pan That Palette and my Beauty A to Z. The reason I did this is just because two of my projects only have like minimal products in it. I think it's like 2 and 3, and I didn't really see the need in having separate videos. So I just thought I could film them both at the same time, and it's still a finale for both of them anyway. So let's get started, and we'll start with project 10 uses. What I will do below is I will leave a link to the channels that created each of these projects, and anyone that inspired me to do these projects as well. All the details and everything will be below. But my project 10 uses, this is where you choose products and you use them 10 times. So for me, I use this as an opportunity to try products in my collection that I've not tried before, and then I will determine whether I wanted to keep them or get rid of them. I only have 2 products in this project, and I'm happy to say I've hit my goal on both of them. I've hit all of my goals in this project and I'm so happy. So let's start off with the first product, and it was my Ciate highlight. I did mention last month the reason why I put this in. So I did put this in because I thought this was going to be a highlight that was just not going to work for my skin tone. Usually golds, because I have quite fair skin, just show up like a massive strip on my face and it just never works. But this one was beautiful. Honestly, it was so nice, and there's absolutely no way that I'm getting rid of this. So I had 6 uses left on it and I used it 6 times. So this is definitely going to be one that is going to be staying in my collection, and I can see myself panning this in the future. It is only a mini, but I mean it still has quite a lot of product in it even for a mini, which is usually the case with any makeup product. So I'm keeping this. I'm really happy with it. I'm so glad I tried it rather than just giving it away, because sometimes I'm guilty of doing that. I'm trying not to be, especially when I get products in from boxes. I try to at least use them and try them, and if anything, this one has shown that I should be doing that more. If anyone's interested, I can't remember if I said, but this one is in Sunburst. And then the other product that was in this project was the Indicare Certified Organic Lipstick Crayon in Rose Petal. So I did have to sharpen this one, and yeah, this, to be fair, took quite a lot off when I sharpened it. This I can see as well, something I will pan in the future. This is a really nice lip crayon. It is really creamy, considering it is in a pencil format. I think sometimes when you look at them like this, you would think that this isn't going to be creamy, but this one really is. It's a beautiful colour. Darker though than what it looks like in the pencil, but still beautiful nevertheless. And I had to use this 8 times, and I did. So I used it 8 times. I made a conscious effort to use this as well, because this worked well when you wore it under a mask. Definitely one I will keep, and I've hit my goal on that. So that is my 2 products within that project, and really enjoyed doing this project. Keep your eyes peeled because it will be a project that is happening next year. Just a bit of a spoiler there. So yeah, I am definitely going to be doing that again next year because it just gives me that opportunity to try stuff. Let's move on to my project pan. So this is just one where I've chosen 10 products and I've just tried to, usually it is to just completely use the product up, but sometimes it is just to hit pan. And I know some other people as well, they do put usage goals on stuff, so it could be like use it 20 times, 30 times. For me this year, all I've done is either use it up or hit pan. Starting off, the first thing we have is my Skin Chemist Lip Plump, and I only used this 4 times. And if I'm being honest with myself, I think I'm just going to get rid of this product. I'm not enjoying it. It does nothing. The smell is nice. It's minty, so it smells nice, but I'm just finding it not very effective, and I don't see the need in me putting it on. So I'm actually just going to get rid of this. There's no point keeping something in my collection that I'm just not enjoying. I did say that this was actually going to be something that I would just continue using outside of the project, but no, I've just made the decision that it's not something I like, it's not something I found myself gravitating towards. You know, 4 uses really over a month's period is just, it's not a huge amount, not something I would recommend. Next one we have is my concealer. So this is looking a bit dirty, I am sorry. It's because now that I have taken the stopper out of this product, it is leaking the littlest bit, not everywhere, but it is leaking from that area there. I don't know if you can see. So it's my, I don't know if I said, but this is my Wet n Wild concealer, and I have taken the stopper out of this now. I am starting to see a bit more windering now on the sides. This hasn't been done by the end of this year. That's perfectly fine. There is going to be some products from this project that will move into some projects next year. I would like to at least try and get this done next year if I can, because, well, I say I can. I'm definitely going to have this done next year, I just don't know when. But I did use this 16 times, so I have done my makeup a few more times than what I did the update before. But yeah, this is going to be something that will roll across again next year to another project. But no, this is actually not a bad concealer for the price, and it lasts a long time. So this concealer I think is definitely less than £5. I want to say it's £3.99. I'm using this all year. So for the cost value and how long I've actually used this, it is definitely worth the money. It's not my favourite concealer. If you're on a budget, I would say it's not a bad concealer. I cannot wait to have this done next year. It'd be really, really good to have a concealer out of my collection. Okay, and the only product that has a picture is my NARS blush. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put a picture of what it looked like when I first introduced it to this project, and then I'll put the picture of what it looks like now, so for the finale. I'm hoping it looks different. I really am, because when I look at it now, it just looks the exact same. I think that's a problem with panning blushes or panning anything like this. It's going to take some time to see the progress. Now this product was the only thing in my project that I wanted to just hit pan on. There's never ever in a million years I was going to finish this by the end of this year, because I obviously don't even have pan on it no matter trying to finish it. So my goal was just to hit pan. It hasn't happened. I did only introduce this though, I want to say like middle of the year. So I've only been working on this for, I want to say maximum 6 months. But I think it might have even been like more like 5 months, I think. I do like this blush. I can understand why this is a cult classic. I can. And I used this 13 times. I really want to hit pan in this because this is one of my oldest blushes. So I want to hit pan on this by next year, hopefully, and then I'll put it back into my collection, and then maybe 2023 I'll maybe try and finish it. It's fine, you know, it's not causing any skin irritation or anything yet. So this is the oldest blush and I really want to try and work it out. I just feel like there's so many dupes. I know there's one by Sleek. I think there was one another day that Lady Marwa mentioned that looked like this blush as well. And you do occasionally get minis of these in subscription boxes as well. So I love the blush, but I do think there is cheaper alternatives on the market that is pretty much the exact same. Okay, I am so excited about this update. For this product alone, I finished my Charlotte Tilbury highlight, and the reason how I've determined I've finished it is because the top bit here was just, I wasn't getting any product off it anymore. So the way I do it, grab my finger, I dab it on and I dab it that way. I don't really like putting it directly onto my face. I have tried that, but I just didn't really like it. I was finding I was getting too much product on my face, so I find it's a lot easier for me to manage that and control it by putting it on my finger. This is done. Like, I'm not getting any product out anymore. I've squeezed the life out of this because this is a really nice product. I think for me, because I have been using this pretty much nearly all year, if not all year, I'm just fed up of it. But I can see myself repurchasing this in the future when I've had a bit of a break from it, because it is a really, really beautiful highlight. I know it's pricey, and there is also dupes for this on the market as well, especially I know there's one from Kiko that someone mentioned to me. This is a really beautiful highlight. If this even makes sense, it's a natural looking highlight because it sinks into your skin, but it also is kind of like, it gives you that beam. It's just a really, really pretty highlight, and I used this 2 more times before I was done. Like I said, it just got to the point where I just wasn't getting enough to give the effect that it usually gives. I just thought, no, that's it. It's done. I'm so happy I finished a highlight. This makes me, honestly, it makes me so happy because this was my goal. I wanted to have at least one highlighter finished this year. And I have, and it was in the finale, so really happy about that. And then the other thing I finished, because I don't even know if I mentioned at the beginning, I most probably didn't, that I did finish 2 products. Finished this one, but this one kind of got spoiled last update, because I did actually finish it last update, because I did film that last update later than what it should be. So I'm actually filming this on the 10th, which is usually my project pan cut-off date anyway, because you saw it, so you know this was coming. I did use this 2 times and then it was finished. I love the way that this makes my skin look. It does give you a glow to your face, which is personally what I absolutely love. I love my face looking glowy, dewy, because I have dry skin. That's how I like my skin to look. But the only thing for me is I don't like the smell of this. I really don't. I feel like I say that in every update, but there's just something about this that I just don't like the smell of. However, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Filter, I think that's what it's called, that setting spray, is beautiful. And I would prefer to buy a full size of that over this, because that also does make my skin look very similar to this actually. But this one did have a little bit of oil in it, whereas that one doesn't. But if I were to get this again, I would absolutely use it, because it is a really nice setting spray. But the smell of it, I just can't. And last but no means least, we have my lipstick, and it's the one I'm wearing today, and it is my YSL lipstick. I just love the packaging on this one, it's so pretty. And this one is the Rouge Volupté Shine in number 48. It's not going to look that different if I'm honest. So that's all the way up. And I used this 5 times. I actually used it 2 more times I think than what I did the update before. So I kind of explained in the last update why I haven't actually used this that much. So I most probably won't put this in a project, just because in the UK we have restrictions again now, and even though I wore my mask all the time anyway, even when, like, you know, when I was out in the shops and stuff when you didn't have to, they are starting to do that again now. And that's the reason really this year that I didn't get a lot of use out of this, because it just moved my lipstick all of my face, all of my mask, because it is such a moisturising formula. Because we will be wearing masks most probably for at least, I would say at least a few months, if not more for me, because like I said, I was wearing my mask even when you didn't have to. I'm just not going to bring this out because it's going to be unrealistic, I think, for me to even have like any achievable goals on this. But yeah, this is getting old. But I do think this might be a lipstick I could eventually pan. Hopefully when we're not in the stage at least that we're in now. I think it's a beautiful colour, but it's just not the right lipstick for this time. That was my update. I'm really happy to have finished 2 products, and especially that highlight. I'm just really happy with that. And I managed to hit my goals on the other 2 products in my project 10 uses as well. So I'm really happy. With how these went this year. I finished quite a few products, which there will be a video coming at the end of the year that will detail all of the makeup products I finished within 2021, which, to be fair, a lot of them have been in my projects. I just love panning. It gives me the opportunity to finish the products that I have in my collection, but also, you know, there's so many other different projects. If you aren't part of the Fantastic Ladies Facebook group and you love project panning, go over there and have a look, because I have so many projects. I had to really restrict myself. There was one I was very tempted to join, additionally to what I've already got, but I just know that if I do that, I'm going to set unrealistic goals for myself. I'm new to panning. This is the first year I've ever done panning, so I don't want to be jumping in the deep end. I need to kind of work my way up. I already know what I'm doing next year for projects. They will all be introduced in January. That is my Project 10 Uses and Project Pan finale video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and it means the world to me if you could subscribe if you don't already. I'd love to know below if you've done any of these projects this year and how did you do, and if you have a video, please link it below, because I'd love to go over there and watch it. And until my next video, thank you for coming by. See you later.